Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. You know, all this week, we've been talking about the different ways in which the industry's been trying to trick and manipulate you, right? I want to finish up today with just a couple of final observations. I want you to be on guard with these things. Let's start it with technology. My gosh, we are obsessed with getting you to believe that our technology is superior to everybody else's technology, when in fact everybody pretty much has the same things, and they work to moderate degrees right now. I think that stuff is still evolving, and it'll get better year by year, but many of the technology tools that we all want to use these days just don't quite do everything that we want them to do. And I think anybody that's ever tried to dictate a text message can testify to that. You better read that thing before you send it, right? We are obsessed with trying to create an image that one brand has superior technology to all the others. There's even one company out there that claims that they're a technology company that happens to sell real estate. Really, because I thought I was a real estate agent that likes to use technology when it can help me. But if you want to think you're a technology company, go right ahead. But you know what? What no agent has ever said to me, and I have never said myself, is this. Hey, you know, Mike, if I just had more technology last year, I would have sold more homes. Nobody's ever said that. You know, the fact is that technology is not really our problem these days. We need more customers. Why don't we spend our time talking about that and less time talking about technology? Well, because we don't really know what to say a lot of times. You know, I'm not against technology. I love it when it can help me. But I also know this. I also know I sold 1,000 homes a year with a fraction of the technology that's available to you today. The technology isn't what's selling home, folks. We are. Be careful you aren't using technology as a crutch and getting played and manipulated in your business. You can just keep spending more and more money chasing the easy button. My other observation for this morning would be around training. You know, everybody claims to have it, and everybody claims that their training is awesome, right? I mean, nobody says, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to hold your license, and we're not going to do shit. And we'll have some training so we can say we have it, but I wouldn't take it or recommend it to anybody. Nobody says that. Everybody claims that they've got the biggest and the greatest and it's awesome, except their per agent productivity sucks and it doesn't increase. It stays down at a substandard level that nobody can exist on. If your training so great and your technology so awesome, how come your agents are selling 2 houses a year? Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? The fact is that training in this industry has evolved into big box, one size fits all. We're going to tell thousands of people to all go do the same thing. Why? Well, when you get big, that's all you can really do. You can't help people at an individual level, but that's where people learn. One-on-one, where you can explore their unique God-given strengths and weaknesses and try to build a plan that plays to their strengths and minimizes the weaknesses. But when you've got thousands of people, you can't do that. So you need a big box environment. You want to give one message to everybody. I guess I got a question when it comes to stuff like that. Why would you first, let's look at who's teaching this stuff. Who's doing this? Who said, maybe other than me, because I'm just about this batshit crazy, you know what, I'm making too much money, I can't handle it, I'm gonna go teach and make a lot less money. Nobody says stuff like that. The fact is, In sports, they have a saying, those that can't play, coach, those that can't coach, referee, and those that can't referee, get the hell out. People are teaching and managing in this industry now because they need to pay bills and they weren't selling any homes. But I guess my question is this: why would you take a class or a training session from somebody that can't beat you? Why would you do that? If somebody hasn't sold many more homes than you have, why do you want to hear anything they have to say? Yeah, I don't know either. My final point for today and this week on this issue is brand imaging and gimmicks. Watch out. This is the biggest trick of all, right? What am I talking about? Well, things like this. We're prettier than everybody else. I mean, they don't really come out and say it, but they imply it, don't they? With their airbrushed pictures. And that make you look like you were 25 years younger than you really are. I thought it was about selling houses. I didn't realize it was a beauty contest, because I can pretty up my pictures and make me look younger and thinner and prettier too. Even I can do that. Why is that important? Why do we want to assign importance to that? How about we are luxury? First of all, brands aren't anything. Brands aren't luxury. Agents might focus in that market. They might. It might be their thing, but the brands aren't anything. Century 21's not anything. Century 21 and any other company that you want to name today isn't in the real estate business. Right, they're not. What business are they in? They're in the real estate agent business. The real estate agents are luxury, maybe, or whatever else you decide to play in. But be careful being played by brands that are trying to make you think that if you affiliate with them, you're going to be younger, prettier, sexier, hotter, and that multimillionaires are going to want to sell their properties with you. Brands aren't anything, folks. You are. How about this one? Hey, we're the cool kids in this industry. If you just worked with us, you'd be cool too. What a bunch of bullshit. And then my last point is this. Here's where the gimmicks kick in. We have stock. We have profit share. I mean, it just goes on and on, really. What kind of stock do you have? What kind of shares? Well, see, here's what they're betting on. Real estate agents don't know that there's different kinds of stock. They assume that they're all Class A shares that they can trade or sell whenever they choose to. They're not. They're not. Profit share. Who says what the profit is? Do I get to see your books? Are you going to open them up? Are you going to show me gross revenue? Are you going to line item your expenses? Do I get to see your P&L? Or is profit share just what you tell me it is? And how do I qualify for it? And when do I get it? And why are these things not transparent? Why are they a big mystery? Why do you just use the terms, but I never get the details? I wonder why everybody's so desperately trying to trick and manipulate us. Could it be that there's not an authentic story behind it all, and so you got to have all these gimmicks and distractions like it's a shell game? Don't look here, look over here instead. We're going to distract you with nonsense. When you can make $10,000 plus per transaction, why is anybody thinking about anything other than how many transactions can I do this year and how will I do that? Well, be careful if you start asking questions like that, because it's likely that you're not going to get the kind of answers you're looking for. Stick with me. Let's pay attention. Let's keep our eye on the ball. Let's pay attention to what really matters. And let's go out there and make it happen for ourselves today.